what you can see in there, but
So this is what's left of the barn.
yeah.
So it's, oh wow. Yeah, there'd have to be something in here worth risking my life for me to run in and check it out. I am curious about that giant lantern there hanging on that nail. Hello and welcome back. Now I'm dying to get started on today's adventure, but I gotta give you a bit of a backstory first. Today I'm heading out to an old farm, which is actually an estate. Now a gentleman contacted me and said his parents passed away, and he and his brother have been cleaning up this farm for the last year or so, just trying to make it accessible. He described it as a hoarder situation, saying he took away over 10 dumpsters already, just so we could get passed through the property. Now even after all that, apparently the place is still pretty packed, and that includes an old farmhouse, outbuildings, and a partial barn. So they're at the point now where they'd like to start selling some stuff so they can move on from the property and do something with it. So it's already boiling hot outside today, and it's supposed to be about mid-30s, which is about mid-90s Fahrenheit to give you an idea. Anyway, the trailer's empty, I'm loaded up on electrolytes, I'm ready to roll. Are you? Alright, let's hit the road and go check it out. Okay, so I made it. I've met the brother. His name, I won't disclose. I can't disclose the location or names for this place, which is understandable. There's probably a lot of value. Things could be burned, and the place is abandoned as well. So he said just to start walking around. He'll meet me out here at some point. His brother's going to be here shortly. Okay, inside the first building here, he said just to keep an eye on things. A lot of the buildings are falling down a bit, so I'm not going to disturb anything big, but it sounds like everything's available pretty much. And they're going to be coming and going. They're doing some work around here, a lot of cleanup. Sounds like they're picking up the pace because they want to be able to sell the property. So right away, I see they're older. They are a little weathered though. Some older cans here. We've got some antifreeze, maybe a couple oils. So I'm going to dig through these. But this building is quite full. I'm going to be careful around this corner because this thing's on about a 25-30 degree angle. And there's lots of stuff in here that could hurt me. So I'll be careful, but I'm still going to dig. So let's see what we got. Oh, and we've got Chewy down there. It's my little buddy. He just showed up. Okay. So here's an old Super Test antifreeze. Now it's pretty rusty. I'm going to put a bunch of these aside, and if I find better ones, maybe I'll be picky towards the end of the day. So this is what I was really hoping for, is to find old oil cans, service station, good automotive pieces. Looks like there's a headlight back there. So we'll do a once over first, but that little cupboard there, that door could be holding the whole thing up, which could be holding the roof up for all I know. So I might have to get down there a little bit closer, but it looks empty for the most part. I've got a big beam in front of me here. That's why I'm kind of reaching. So I've got an antifreeze can from Sunoco. Pretty rough. I'll just leave that for now. Another antifreeze one, again, rough. There's a baking powder tin there. That's just a really cheap one. That's not even worth grabbing. Mint condition, they're only worth about $10-15. So I'm gonna get underneath this beam. So I'm just gonna start making piles in here. So that Motormaster can, these are pretty rusty. Hopefully I can find some better ones. There's another one there. Really banged up. There's I'm not sure what this one says. Pretty filthy. I might have to get some gloves here in a minute. Did have a paper label, it's gone. Little John Deere box. I've got a John Deere guy who wants anything John Deere, new and old. Even right up to tractors, he's got some buddies. So if I see any of that here today, I'll be taking pictures for them. Sub Bakingtons. That's a cheap one there. So Sunoco, but really rough. So I know they're here. I just want to see if I can find some better quality pieces. Paint. What's this? This looks like a grease can, lubricant. City stores. I'm not familiar with this one, but it might be worth salvaging. Corn syrup. So you see there's lots of tools and implements, little small things here and there. There's an old steering wheel, it's a little rough. So it is layers deep. You can tell nobody's been working in here for a while. So we've got some automotive wrenches and things here. I generally stay away from them unless it's something I need to identify, like maybe like an old tractor wrench, like Massey Harris or something. So far the tins are, for the most part, a little too far gone. Same with that one. So I'm going to oil pump and barrel here. That's just too much of a mess for me to grab. If it was really clean, I would, but they're not worth a ton. There's like a nice little grill. I'm not sure what that's off of. It looks 1940s, 1950s. I'll put that aside. I'm banging my head on stuff. There we go. Weights. Oh, I can't have that fall on me. Okay. There's a big grease can there. I can't tell what it is. So these lost Sunoco products, which is pretty good. I'd rather see, you know, a Red Indian or a Narco and things like that. But kind of take what you can get. There's some more back there. Really rough. So I can literally, like, this is like inches from my head. So I'd be really careful and move slow. I don't want to end up with a concussion and left for dead in the old outbuilding here. So there's some like knob and tube electrical stuff. I grabbed the odd piece from this. I've got a lot of it right now to go through. Oh, I hear the brothers coming. So here's another Sunoco can, no lid. A little better. Okay, these drawers are pretty tight. I'm not going to force them. I just don't really know what's holding up this place. Okay. I'm out of that death trap for right now. I gotta go to the other side. So I've got some more milk cans here. I only want them if they're really cheap. They're very seasonal. There's a lot in my area. So I may ask about those towards the end. Some implements, grinding stones, soda bottles. These spools are kind of cool. People use these for side tables. I may put that up on its end. And that's just full of oil. I'm not going to touch that. So there's an old gas tank from an Evinrude. These come in handy. I do sell a few of the vintage outboards. Think about that one. It's a little rough. There's lots of like nuts and bolts and general tools and things. Not stuff I'm interested in. I don't really buy old tools unless it's something collectible. Like if it's not worth grabbing, it's full of grease.
Lots of goodies in there, eh?
Lots of digging. It's like a little death trap.
Yeah, it is. Be careful. It's only a death trap if it falls over.
That's right. I'm trying to figure out what's holding the place up.
Well, so are we.
I think it's that cabinet in the corner.
Yeah, be careful what you pull.
Oh, I'm being careful. Don't worry.
Well, there's lots of old tools and stuff in here.
Yeah, so I don't do a whole lot for tools, but I think you'd be surprised at what other kind of stuff I end up pulling out.
There's these old milk jugs.
Yeah, I saw those when I first came in.
That we know of so far.
Yeah.
And jugs like this, just be careful because they've been saving freaking motor oil since.
Oh yeah, I'm ones that have motor oil in them, I'm leaving behind, unless it's one I can't live without.
Yeah, there's lots of cans in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some in half decent condition worth saving.
Oh yeah.
So I'm putting a little pile over there anyway. But how long has this been in your family?
Grandpa bought it in 1936.
Oh, okay.
And what you're going through is stuff that Grandpa had put there.
Since
And
1936?
he died in 1975.
Wow.
35, it was just in there last week. And then Dad, being the sentimental person that he was, just kind of kept everything and he would get rid of nothing, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was a hoarder.
Just added to it.
Well, that's what you're saying. You described him as a hoarder. So you said you took how many dumpsters out of here?
9.
And that went in the last year?
What?
9 dumpsters. So the first couple were 16 yarders, and then all the rest of them were 8 yards.
Yeah. And there's still lots of stuff, huh? Have you moved any big vehicles off the property?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was lots.
54 cars and pickup trucks. And truck. big
All
truck.
together with cars, trucks, tractors, combines, buses, motorhomes, farm equipment. There was 138 different vehicles.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow.
Three combines. And
So you guys just like kind of picking up the pace now so you can do something with the property? Is that the plan?
well, it's just him and I on the weekend.
Okay. So whatever you can get done, right? When it gets done, it gets done.
That's an old ski roll snowmobile cover right there. You just picked up. You don't want any pop.
Oh, this one here. Yeah. I'll take a look at them probably quickly.
There's-
Most pop bottles aren't worth a lot, but there's a couple.
There's about 400 of them downstairs in the little claw bathtub.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably cooler in there.
Yeah, but it's pretty dirty down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
They're not all.
So what do we call this little section here?
This is where we put all the tools out of the buses.
Oh, okay. What's that? Maybe. Is there a company name on it? Let's see. Doesn't look super old. It's got French on it, so it's after the 60s. I'll put it aside. It's in decent shape. It might be worth a couple bucks. Yeah, any oil cans, oil bottles. That's I'm looking for all that kind of stuff. So I'm not seeing a lot in here. I may come back in, take a closer look. It just looks like a very big property, so I want to see how much is actually here. I may have to be really picky. I may not have to be. I just don't want to build a giant pile before I get into the house or some other place and find better stuff. Kentucky Fried Chicken, old school container. That horrible green coleslaw. I can't believe they get away with calling it coleslaw. So there's one worth grabbing. It's nice and clean. A little dent. Okay, that's it for this one for now. So here's that big orchard ladder here. So if I'm close as 6 feet, that's gonna be 12 easy. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if that would fit my trailer. I'll have to measure it out. Stop sign. French, not old though. Worth putting aside though.
Stuff that's in there old. That's all a lot of my stuff except the mini bike and that.
Yeah, what about the little motocross and the mini bike behind there?
Well, there's 2 motors for that mini bike that go with it.
What's under this?
Just mufflers.
Okay, I don't want to dent then. Okay.
You want this?
I would take a look at it anyway. I'm not sure what kind of shape it's in.
That's my old bike, actually.
Is it? Yeah. So, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, this is an old rump, eh?
Okay, yeah.
We have both motors for it. We got the original motor, and we have one that we bought.
I almost bought a Rep 3-wheeler a while ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No suspension. It was like riding a go-kart.
Can you help? You want this out?
I'm going to walk back there and take a closer look at it first. Yeah, this one's a little rough. I'm going to think about this one.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I don't know if somebody would
Here's,
restore it. CCM Voodoo MX 250. So when is this from? The
well,
early 80s?
yeah.
Yeah?
It's the end of the 70s I had it.
Okay, cool. I had one similar for a while. I broke the frame though. I was running away from a bully on my bike, and I jumped a curb, and the frame broke, and I cut my knees right open. Oh yeah, but they were fun bikes though. So this is a Rep here, eh?
Yeah.
So that's just gonna need a full out
Oh, yeah.
restoration. Yeah, I mean that'd have to be dirt cheap because that's gonna cost somebody a handful. Yeah. Okay. I know where it is. I'll
Like
think
I say,
about it.
There's 2 motors that go with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at those if you point them out when we go past them again.
Yeah.
Got some spark plugs. Okay.
These are old AC Delco batteries up, or spark plugs up.
I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah.
I grab them sometimes. There's some of the old Motomaster ones from Canadian Tire. And I saw, yeah, there's the AC Delco there.
This is where Grandpa had his. We got the '63 Parisian out there for sale too.
Oh, really? You had it up for sale?
It is for sale.
Oh, okay.
Motor C's on it, but it sat in here.
Mm-hmm.
In this part of the garage right here was Grandpa's car.
Yeah.
He gave it to my mom. It willed it to my mom when he passed away.
Okay.
And then my mom gave it to my brother-in-law. And they haven't come down, picked it up. They said, well, if somebody wants to buy it. So it's in decent. It sat in there, like I said, Grandpa died in 1975. So it sat in there until last, probably November. Me and Alan pulled it out of there because we were worried that the garage was going to.
Yeah, they all got a pretty nice lean to them, don't they?
But it lasted, well, since the 40s when he built it.
Yeah.
All that wood and stuff that's on these buildings here
Mm-hmm.
came from the old Air Force out in Fingal.
Oh, you're kidding. That's great.
Here's, if you want some John Deere stuff. These are 2 pistons out of the John Deere 620 that Dad replaced.
Oh, okay. You never know. You never know.
There's stuff in there. I actually threw some right beside it. I don't know if you'd be interested in that.
Well, it's good shelf art for somebody's garage if they want to clean it up.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people are buying car parts from me, but
Yeah.
they'll buy it if it looks cool. Yeah, I might think about that one there. And some of this stuff is okay for salvage.
It's actually in pretty solid shape. I put those old headlights aside. See that in.
Okay.
I don't know. I just been throwing stuff here and there. There's another old wooden ladder right there.
So this is it, eh? Yeah. So you said, what year was this again?
63.
When did your dad buy it?
No, my grandpa.
Oh, your grandpa, did he buy? Oh, was your grandfather the original owner?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not positive if he was the original owner, but quite very well he would have.
So it hasn't been driven in a little while, I guess, eh?
No. It's in decent shape, so.
Nothing living in here?
Well,
Nothing obvious anyway yet. But it's almost like half the stuff in the car is vintage. Like, we've got the box for the old Presto brass fire extinguisher. That could be in the glove box or under the seat.
yeah.
Oh, it's right here beside me on the seat. That's kind of cool. See?
There you go.
You never know.
File.
Am I going to find a big pile of Canadian Tire money too?
Yeah, probably.
In the glove
old man
box?
would have found all that.
Yeah, it's worth sticking my head in anyway. That's some old school antacid. Oh yeah. That's pretty gross. I don't care how bad my heartburn was. I wouldn't be eating those antacid pills. Yeah.
There you go. It even comes with your guarantee, bud. Guaranteed for 20 years. This Presto fire extinguisher is guaranteed for 20 years against corrosion, deterioration, or failure. You know what? Look at that. It's staring like a spraying frickin'
Yeah, it's holding up, isn't it?
Probably,
made out of brass, that's why.
Yeah, I like to use them on motorcycles, cars.
Did Grandpa buy this brand new?
what's that? No.
So what are you guys going to be asking for the car?
What do you offer?
Oh, I'm not offering anything. I'm just saying, in case somebody else I know is interested, if I got a ballpark price.
$2,000, we'll start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you say there was the main thing it needs?
Well, the engine sees, right?
Oh, okay.
The tank, I haven't tried to turn it.
Here, Marty.
Well, hopefully somebody will save it.
This is the old, getting covered in these raspberries, or is this, be careful, that might be poison ivy.
That's raspberries.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. Poison ivy small. Actually, I was just going to ask you, am I going home with poison ivy today?
Oh, hopefully not.
Yeah.
We haven't really had any issues, but that's in rough shape, but I mean, it's all there. It's the old corn husker.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's old,
Yeah, you got the old yolks and things like that. Yeah.
they're in rough shape though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't usually bother with them because, I mean, I'm surrounded by farms where I am, so it seems like there's barns full of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, at some point, if you guys do talk to somebody or have a sale or talk to some neighbors, somebody will take these off your hands and use them as yard art, right?
It's careful, man. It's a two-person job to flip that over. Chewy, get over here.
But yeah, there's probably stuff buried all over the property that you can't really see past the weeds at this point.
Yeah.
Anything mechanical, you're not really too interested in there.
Not generally, no. Just like old salvage from the barns in the house, and I don't really do anything with farm implements. But I will take pictures of some because I do have guys that are looking for it that will come in with a big trailer and take it. So you've probably been hauling a lot of scrap metal, eh? Ah, that's no good there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a porta potty.
Yeah. No, yeah. Open bottom porta potty. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can't really see Alan's motorcycle's back there.
Oh man, are you guys gonna like try and lift the stuff off and save anything, or can you see in through the side there?
You go back.
What you can see in there, but
So this is what's left of the barn.
yeah.
So it's. Oh wow!
Shit in there to clean up.
Look at that.
Once we get the roof off, right?
There's the Ducati right there. See it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got the engine and everything, tank and everything's in there too.
So you're gonna try and pull that out at some point.
Yeah, I gotta get those tires out of there.
Yeah, there'd have to be something in here worth risking my life for me to run in and check it out. I am curious about that giant lantern there hanging on that nail.
I think the whole above you is solid enough now to
Yeah,
get in there.
with all that wood on top of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't know if I move one thing, if everything's just gonna come down.
Yeah, that's what I'd be
Yeah.
about. If you see something that
Have you got like a pole I could grab it off the hook, or like a long stick?
what are you trying to get?
There's a lantern on a nail up there.
Oh, there you go.
But if I had like a pole or something, like a chunk of steel
Yeah,
here, I'm gonna be able to
let me
reach it and
let
just
me
lift
have
it
a look.
off. Yeah, normally I have no problem climbing around in barns, but when literally one thing's holding it up. All right. So if this thing comes down, this goes viral.
He's the oldest, so
Okay.
he's got the
You don't want those horse harnesses?
Nah, I don't bother with those.
What lamp are we talking about? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Downstairs in the basement.
Just I wouldn't be putting my hand on that board if I were you. Yeah.
There's a pile of mason jars downstairs too.
Oh, okay. I'll take a look through those. Oh, he's got it. They just gotta get out in one piece.
An old hand pump there.
So it's missing the lens off the front, but I made you get it, so I should probably take it.
Probably in
So there's literally stuff everywhere on the property. They've been hauling out dumpsters. Okay, so this is some pretty rough stuff back here by the looks of it. you know, 20, 30 years ago, there would have been a lot more to salvage, I imagine. That's not me panting, that's just the dog for now. Okay, so let's see. I think maybe the house will be next.
We'll have to move some stuff if you want to get in here at any of these, but
Yeah, I'll just take my time and just kind of rummage around. Yeah, I see some washboards. So this is the old mud room?
yeah, it's a back kitchen, right?
Oh, okay, yep.
Here's your hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I saw another one of those in the shed somewhere. I just saw a cat jumping up into the roof there.
Oh yeah, we got about 6 or 8 feral cats.
Oh,
Dad's
okay.
cats. He made me promise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He made me promise to take care of them.
So we got like an old heater back here, car parts.
It's hard to say what's actually here.
Yeah, because even stuff way up in the rafters. If I can
Well,
get up on a ladder at some point, I'll take a
Yeah.
look. But I wouldn't jump up through the middle here.
no,
That's
I
for
wouldn't
sure.
go up there right now, I don't know.
You know, it's up there.
I haven't even been up there since I was probably 10 years old.
Yeah, I see like a wheel and a partial axle on something up there.
Where's that?
See that there?
Oh, the wagon.
And then, you know, I'm not sure what that is. But we'll see. I mean, I'm just making mental notes at this point. Doesn't mean I'm going to jump up there. What's that? Oh, okay, yeah. You leave it there. I'll take a closer look at that.
There's that washing machine I was talking about.
Oh, yes. See, that's someone's a good garden piece for someone. I'd be curious to know how much it
And
weighs.
that's a butter churner.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a different one.
Yeah, we can't find the crank for it.
Oh,
It's got to
okay.
be around here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
These are old pigeon nests.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We've got another one of them inside the house too. Just
They
like
can be
that.
handy, yeah. Okay. So maybe I'll just dig around in here and start making our pile. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, whatever you think you want, just bring it out and put it on the porch out here.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Plains hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's kind of neat looking tin, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I've never found that to be any emptier than it is, and
Yeah.
I cover it, so I don't know what's in there.
Oh, I'm going to dig through it. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm heading right now.
We got a couple of those kind of fishing coops.
Yeah, I thought they're kind of neat. Some people will use them as shelves.
There's one in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Yeah, I'm probably
picture.
I'll probably pull them out. Okay, I'm just gonna dig around here for a minute first, but I'll take these pigeon things and put them on the porch. There's one. Oh, it's just one there. Okay,
Yeah, the other one's in the house.
gotcha. That's a little easier. You see the old newspapers on the wall here. See the old newspapers and stuff they put on the wall here for insulation.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to grab something to stand on. I'm gonna have to look up there for sure. But
I know we got a fuel here, some.
yeah, there's all kinds of big, heavy stuff to stand on. So we can, that's a nice big one. It's cleaner than the ones in the shed. I'm just gonna have to empty the contents, unless I want what's in there, but that's unlikely.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I was curious about this box here on the side.
I think it's old
An old ignition coil or something random
telephone stuff.
telephone stuff. See, that's an ignition coil. But this one here, like you said, might be telephone related.
It is.
Oh, there's more ignition coils inside of it.
They're all wooden.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a what do you call it? Pack for
For like is that for like a Model A? Or,
Model A.
yeah. So I can't really see past here, but it looks like just a lot of parts and pieces of things.
You can hand me down if you want.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're heavy and they're gonna fall apart, but it's all just metal. I can see it here with my camera. So I don't have to worry about that one, but I'm probably gonna find more in here. The old knob and tube stuff, yeah.
Well, insulators.
I grab a few of them here and there, not just the basic insulators, but they make some pretty cool sockets and stuff.
Yeah, that's for
That's a
like,
good one right there.
electric fences. Stuff. Yeah, grandpa had.
So, horseshoe caulking. That's what that is. I think that's what's in it.
Horseshoe cock.
I think that's what it says on it. I like the box. I don't really care for what's in it.
Yeah.
Here, there you go. It's an old fuel pump.
Bolt, real shoes and
Yeah, if you got something to
small
dump that in.
doorknobs and shit like that.
A little fuel pump. Pink. Oh, any rust, any freeze. So I'm being as careful as it can be, but it's just inevitable that stuff's gonna fall. It's just that stuff's really packed. I gotta be careful because I'm stabbing myself on little pieces of sheet metal. It's like a radiator cap or something. That's kind of cool. Auto finish. Elmer brand beans with pork. So this is not too far from where I am. I actually grew up in that town. So that's just all rust. If I can find something to dump that in, I'll say that just for nostalgia. The can's only worth a couple dollars, but it's a cool piece of my childhood. But before my time, definitely. Great graphics on these old cans though. That looks familiar, but I can't place it. So, I'm in this like little, oh, there's one of the feral cats he's talking about. So I'm in one of the old, like the mud room or the old back kitchen, I guess, but really hot in here, about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So far so good. And these are great little tins, but a lot of them aren't worth a whole lot. So I'm gonna be picky on them. If something really jumps out, I'll grab it. So that was their Pure Test Epsom salt. Now that one's actually all metal. I usually see these in the cardboard. That's a Rexall brand. So I'm gonna grab that. When I'm done this shelf, I'm gonna go put some gloves on because it's getting a little out of control here. See, that'll clean up well. The back's just dirty. Again, so Motomaster, that's a Canadian brand from Canadian Tire, which is like a big automotive and more department store in Canada. But started off with automotive. Quite a few Canadian collectors for this stuff. So, you know, if this is in the business of salvage and upcycling, there'd be so much cool stuff here, but I don't have the time. I'll end up like the father, like never getting around to it. And that's just kind of sad for everybody. This little tobacco tin. Floor wax. So even if a lot of these are just $10, $15 tins, will be a nice collection by the time I'm done. Yeah, I'm done this shelf. I'm gonna go put a glove on my hand. It's a little sketchy.
You're the first one that's been in there.
Yeah, well, just like all, you know, I almost cut my arm on a piece of sheet metal and.
What, today?
Yeah, I mean, almost. So that's why I'm gonna go put my gloves on, or at least one anyway. There's a nice little box there, probably a cheese box. Yep. You know, that stuff, it all cleans up. I mean, I'm gonna be out with a power washer or a bucket of water after all this, but it'd be nice to clean it all up. I don't usually buy the vegetable cans I'm pulling out, but a lot of them are like from Elmer, and I grew up in Elmer.
Oh, there you go.
So it's kind of a nostalgic thing for me. But I'm gonna have to find some little boxes to empty a couple of these into, because I like that box, but I don't want the stuff inside. Okay, got a glove on my picking hand here now, so reduce the risk of injury a bit. Orange juice. Oh, that'd be nasty right now. So I was joking about the dog panting earlier, but I think I'm the one doing it now. So there we go. There's a nice little can. No lid, like most of them, but worth grabbing. No, it's got residue of oil, so all this stuff's going to be thoroughly cleaned. And that's not fun. So, you know, if I only pay a few dollars for this, but, you know, it could be a half an hour just cleaning that can. And what's my time worth? Well, minimum $30 an hour is what I usually tell people, depending on what the job is. But I think it'll clean up well. So, gotta wedge this open here.
This thing here is in the way, that's why.
Oh, I moved out of the way. I just gotta. Oh, it's gonna open on its own anyway.
It's gonna open. I think we're still in the way. There we go.
Oh, oops. There's some just junk down there. So it's an old collection of boots in the bottom right away.
Yeah, the kids' boots. There's that glass milk jug in there.
Yeah, I see that, and I see a couple tins. Yeah, it's worth sticking my arm in there. Nothing biting it off yet.
There should be.
I'm making a lot of noise, so I'm probably scaring most of the mice away. I did see one hop over in a box earlier.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but that's not
You know what?
unusual.
That's very surprising.
Oh yeah, because the cats probably get them all. So I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I've got a tote full already, plus a couple other odds and ends lying around, and that's just the one little room in here. So they obviously haven't thrown out too much. It seems like they've been clearing out more of the barns and the exterior of the house. Nice little wagon wheel. Decorative more than anything. And not much under here. I will have to get onto something, at least peek my head up in these rafters though. Okay, so I just had to step outside and take a quick break. It's boiling hot and I haven't even gone inside the old house yet. So as you can see, it's literally layers deep everywhere I go, and I've been at it for quite a while now. So I think we're gonna make this part 1 of 2. Part 2 will be me inside the farmhouse. Now, I haven't been in there yet. I have no idea how full it is. Keep in mind, the brother did say this is a hoarding situation, so we don't know what to expect. So if you wanna see what's inside the farmhouse, make sure you subscribe to this channel by hitting the link below. And while you're down there, make sure you give it a big thumbs up as well. Thanks again, we'll see you real soon.